Okay, so I wanted to introduce you to Anna, who is a one-to-one client that I've been working with since August. And I just thought it would be really nice for us to sort of have a bit of a summary of our time working together. So I just wondered if you could tell me little bit about the business, and if you could pick one thing that you would reflect on your time working with me. What would you say is the biggest result you're proud to have created over the past 4 months?
Um, well, I'm Anna, and I'm the founder of Yellow Dot Marketing, and I do email marketing for service-based businesses. I recently niched down into just doing service-based email marketing, and I needed to do a big overhaul on my website and basically my whole brand. So I've rebranded, and then I came to you because I wanted support with building a website that actually brings me leads so that I'm not spending my life on social media, and to maximize obviously my email list. And I think working with you has really, what I'm most proud of, I think, is creating a website that I want to share with people, that I know works and that Google likes and is bringing me leads.
Brilliant. Because we've done so much in this 4 months together. You know, it's been a real journey, and definitely that sort of working with each other element. So I was kind of in your business helping you get this stuff done. So where would you say you feel really strong right now?
I feel strong that the website is set up and ready. So as I now launch my rebrand, and I've just obviously going to open my company where I live in Singapore, it means that I feel like it's ready to go. It's all set up correctly. It's got the right keywords. The sitemap has been given to Google. All the back end stuff has been sorted so that as I grow, and more people come to my site, it's going to work, and it's going to escalate from there and be set up correctly.
Yes, brilliant. And so how would you say the experience was in working together? Obviously, you're in Singapore, I'm in the UK, which is fine, a little bit of a time difference. But what do you feel has been, you know, the experience of in terms of our calls and the support and the working with each other element?
Yeah, I like the working with. I do it with my clients as well, where you get a real feel for that person, and I feel like we hit it off. I mean, I don't know if just being English and just your sense of humor, your kind of flexibility as well. So when I've got on a call and they've been like, I don't understand something, it's like, well, you wanted to teach me that one week, but that's not relevant if I didn't understand this. So you were able to adapt and change the whole call. You were available on WhatsApp, which is really helpful because obviously I'm 7 or 8 hours ahead depending on the season. The fact that you answered your emails really quickly, you just responded quickly, and he had a sense of humor. I work with so many people who are very rigid, very corporate. I'm not that. And, I think we all put a perception of being very professional, and we are obviously professional, but I just found like having a bit of a laugh and a joke that
Yeah.
really brought something to it, that I knew that you understood what I needed, but you could also do it with some humor and a bit of a laugh. So our calls were actually very entertaining because they're quite long. I think that's important as
Yeah.
well. Like, it wasn't just a 45-minute call. Some of them were sort of 2, 3, 4 hours. We'd hop on, we'd do some work, go away, come back again.
Mm.
That structure worked well for me because out of sight can sometimes be a bit out of mind. And I think with website and SEO, it can be a bit heavy if you don't fully understand it and you're not seeing the benefits immediately.
Yeah.
You can just be like, oh, well, I've got that call 45 minutes next month. Whereas it wasn't that. I felt like I was really involved in the process so that I understood it. So now that I'm keen to carry on doing it.
And it's that accountability, isn't it? It's having that support. It makes such a difference because there's so much to learn, and to try and go away and figure stuff out on your own is really, really hard when it comes to SEO and website stuff. So the fact that you always came armed with loads of questions, which was brilliant, because then I could really personalize it to your experience, and that's perfect. But it is that accountability which I think we all need, because it's so hard to just go and do it all on your own when you work on your own a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so final question then. What would you say is your biggest learning working with me and everything that you've achieved to this point?
Understanding how a website is put together. So from the fact that you find your key phrase, your phrase that you're going to work towards, and each page has got its own phrase, and then how to piece that together and put it into a sitemap, and understand how to weave those words through your website pages and to your blogs, and how your blogs are not just this whimsical idea of what you'd like to write about. They're actually focused on the keywords, which then circle back round to help your service pages, your landing page, all of that, and how it all links together. So obviously I understood like you needed to have Google search base level, but I don't think I fully understood like the massive importance of making sure that your key words are correct to start with, so that you can build on it.
Yeah, and I remember when we were mapping out your offers, I remember you got quite a lot of clarity around that in terms of how you set up your offers. And didn't you say you were able to sell that to somebody quite quickly after that session?
Yeah, we because I had this, and I had 5 or so different things, and we narrowed it down, and we were like, no, we're going to do 2 offers and a course, and then obviously I had to build that course, but it's 2 very similar, but you know, a lower ticket and then maybe a higher ticket offer, very easy to package, very easy for people to see what's included and what the transformation is. So when I got on a call, I think it was even the next week with it, I was like, right, I haven't quite built it, but we've kind of talked about it, and I just spoke about it on the discovery call, and they were like, oh, this is fantastic, yes, we'll go with that service. And I was like, wow, it was that easy, right? Because they could see what was included, they could understand the cost, they understood how long the time frame was, and then they could perceive the transformation that was going to happen, and it's gone marvelously. And they become a continued client. So I went through the process with them, and now they do the monthly maintenance. So it works. It's a whole process that I now feel more confident in selling, because I'm confident in the transformation I can provide.
Fantastic. And so what's next? Because you're going to carry on working with me in a slightly different capacity now, because I've got my membership and my program set up. So how are you feeling about all of that now?
Yeah, good. I was a little bit unsure in our sort of 4th month, because obviously you built my whole website and I didn't know what I was going to do. And then gradually in the last week or so, I was like, yes, I definitely need accountability. It's very much out of sight, out of mind. And certainly what I do as well, email marketing is the same. If you don't see the immediate effect, it can just trickle away, and I think it needs to be little and often, and I need to be able to have somebody who has the expertise and understands my business and understands the nature of what I do with my questions. So every week I can hop on a call, if I'm here, if I'm not, it doesn't matter, or if I'm away. But the platform that you provided also gives a lot of tools and tips, and I feel like that's what I need. So it's going to be like, right, on a Friday afternoon, I've not got any client calls, I've done all my work, I'm going to go and spend 2 hours, I'm just going to chip away at some little bits that need to be fixed. And I think that's going to help in the long run, rather than leaving it and then just coming back every 6 months, because that was my plan initially. I think when I started with you was that every few months I'll drop in with you, but I think having that all the time it is going to be more beneficial.
And that's the thing with SEO, it's that little and often. It doesn't have to become this big massive beast that gets updated every so many months. It's that little and often, chipping away at it, that will get you those results. And obviously you've got your bigger plan with the blogs you're going to write, but your website is very much in place. Your house is all set up, as it were, and then now it's like really getting the website working for you and bringing those leads back. So I
feel very happy, very confident, much more confident in what I've got to offer now, and how it looks and how it feels and how it works.
Fantastic. Well, I want to say thank you so much. You've been an absolute ideal client for me, because you are, you're technical, and you get your hands dirty. You go away, I give you stuff to do, and you go away and it's done. And it's just been really refreshing. And it just means now that we can, hit the ground running and really get your website performing for you. So good luck with the relaunch in the new year. It's really exciting. And I'm really delighted that we're going to carry on working together in this new capacity. And you're absolutely right about the humour. We have had such a laugh. It really has been great. Really enjoyed it. So thank you so much, Anna. Take care.
Yeah.
Okay.